too many radios out.
Hey, 445, Radio Man. I just got out here. I was over in the shop and I heard you key up. I thought maybe I should turn the radio on. Hey, 445, if you got a sloppy copy, Motormouth Mall working the small mall. Right there, right now, I got down. Breaker.
Yeah, Motormouth Mall, I got a copy on that small mall. Hey, if that's a small mall, I got a small mall
too. From one small mall to another. You got that big old hammer coming down here in fine style. Man, I was waiting for a doggone garage door guy to show up this morning and raining real hard and everything, and they get a call and they say, well, we saw the part. This is a broken piece of cast aluminum that's about 8 inches, 9 inches in diameter, round disc with a spoke, 3 spokes in the middle of it. Real simple little part. They said, well, we found your part, and the part and the installation on your 16 by 16 roll-up door is going to be $1,000. I go, what? I told him, never mind, I'll fix it myself. Holy cow. By the way, 445, listen to this.
Yeah, Motormouth Mall, I got a copy on that small mall. Hey, if that's a small mall, I got a small mall too.
It's smoking. 445, Radio Man, your West Coast beast, dropping a hammer. Right there, right now.
Wow, that's pretty neat. I appreciate it, Motormouth. Yeah, I got my beam pointed northwest. I heard Howdy Doody up there. I was out there in my number 2 shack. I was working on some stuff. I heard Howdy Doody out there, so I thought I'd come in here and spike the mic. And a whole bunch of people come back to the
Oh, yeah. Well, you got a big old hammer like that coming out here on the west side. Everyone's going to want to key down and try to get back up in there. You know, that's just the nature of the beast. Hey, when you hear Howdy Doody up in there, tell them I did say hello. And hope you got a gate rolling, because I did something a little bit different. I pulled out some more of the reverb. A little bit more of the mid-range reverb. I got rid of it, so hopefully this sounds okay.
Yeah, I got one rolling. Yeah, I don't hear a Howdy Doody up in there right now. I heard him on my ground plane, like I said, on my number 2 station. And I haven't heard him in here yet. But I got a whole bunch of other West Coast operators come back. That's what's going on in my neck of the woods, Motormouth.
10-4. I just found a plug-in that was advertised on Facebook, I guess it was. And I looked at it, I thought, man, this looks like it's kind of cool. I might order it. I think I might go ahead and download it. It's only like $39, but it might be kind of interesting. So I'm thinking about buying another plug-in. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's actually why I came out here. I came out here to get that thing done. And then I stepped across the room, and no sooner I got out here and stepped across the room, you keyed up. So, yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens. 445 Radio Man, radio station Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Dropping a hammer while I'm looking east.
Hi there, Motormouth Mall. Yeah, I'm looking west. Hey, I got a lot of good remarks on the last video game where you're talking about the antennas and everything. And actually, I got more replies on Facebook than I did on YouTube. 10-4.
Just a waving. 813 in the woods.
Sorry, that took so long there. I had to make an adjustment and had to wait for it to kind of sort of reinitialize. And yeah, I was real quick on that whole description and kind of vague, because I was just, like you said, I saw your comment. You said I was looking to just get out of there. You know, I wasn't trying to do a big old long dissertation. let me know if you want me to do a long dissertation. I will. But John James over there, Master Chief, did a real good job with his explanation and all that kind of good stuff. He did a great job explaining it. So I'm glad he was there to pick up the slack to break.
Mobile 407. Mobile 407 looking.
Some of it I'll have to find out.
Yeah, his stuff was accurate, It's all about he was half right. It's about takeoff angle, and it's also, equally importantly about angle of arrival. But anyway, nevertheless, yeah, definitely it was an accurate thing. And height above ground definitely affects how the antenna works. And one thing that would have been cool to incorporate in that explanation that he did was also that, if you're in a place where your height's restricted and you can't get up real high with the tower, then you might be better off with a quad instead of a Yagi. Just in case people care about that, because the quad will exhibit the lower takeoff angle, and angle of arrival, will benefit from the quad at a lower height to equal a Yagi at a higher height. So if you're height limited, the quad may be the better choice. If you can only go 45 feet high or so, 45, 48 feet high, a quad would be better. But if you can get up in the 65-foot range, 60-foot range, I won't say that either one is better than the other, but you know me, I've never had a quad. So I was going to say Yagi. I prefer a Yagi, but I can't say I prefer a Yagi when I've never had a quad to break.
Because I've never had an antenna, 72 feet. I know a good friend of you boy, he got one up there pretty high, and he makes it to Prime Minister pretty good, and a lot of other places. But I was just wondering about that, Jimbo.
Yeah, I think you definitely notice a difference. And it's just the question is, how much of a difference? Because, like, for example, I've been, I did the test with derail and switchblade and 955, and the same results all happened. And one of them, derail's test, manifested itself in a good spot in two different places. One was stronger than the other, but they were a quarter wave apart. And then the other two tests, I was able to find that I could move the antenna just 1.5 feet. That was it. That's all it took. And I got 2 S units gain, and that's the biggest spread I've ever seen between two heights on one station is 2 S units in height alone. And but that's pretty big. That's huge. And that's about as big of a difference as you can notice oftentimes on getting the antenna pointed in the right direction. So you got to point it in 2 directions in the 3-dimensional world to break.
Yeah, tenfold. Yeah, the next thing I'm really interested in is how do you close your back door? Bang, bang, bang. If you close your back door when you don't have nothing coming in, or can you close your back door? Or are you going to lose forward gain, Timbo?
You can close the back door off in the design of the antenna when you design the antenna. You can't go after the fact and close it off, like put a screen or something behind. It doesn't work that way. And the double loops and all that is, but in the design of the antenna, you can design it to have a really good back door. And back door, if you really want a good controlled tight back door that works really well, it's easier to get on less elements. I'm not going to say it's impossible on more elements, but the general rule of thumb, 3 or 4 elements, 3 elements is a good way to produce that kind of a back door. And then, you maintain decent forward gain, but once you start building a bigger antenna and putting more elements, the pattern starts getting a little sloppier on the back end. it's hard to get it really, really tight and perfect. And so I don't know about that, but, you know, I also don't know the answer to this, and it would be really interesting to find out. If you took two 3-element antennas, let's say they only had a gain of 9, and or 8.5, but let's say 9, just for fun. And then you put them in parallel, or, you know, stack them side by side, you could get your gain of 12, right? Almost 12. Not quite 12, but almost 12. So if you got your gain of 12, do you maintain the pattern that you once had on any one of the two? Or how does the pattern change from, you know, your front to back and all that once you stack them? You know, if everybody knows you stack them, you get your gain and you narrow your pattern up on the forward firing signal, and a lot of emphasis is placed on what happens in the forward firing. But I honestly don't know what happens. Let's say you had two really, really, really good super backdoor antennas, you know, that had no backdoor whatsoever, and you put them in parallel. Do you lose that backdoor, or do you maintain that backdoor, or where does it go? That's an interesting question, and somebody with like easy NEC maybe could maybe model that up and mock that up and find out. But I don't know the answer.
Yeah, 10-4. All right, sound like we got a whole bunch of impatient operators back there, over there behind you. I'm gonna go get my coffee that I got brewing. Give me a cup of warm coffee and sit back here and read the mail. Motormouth, go on with your talk show, and I'll be reading the mail. And I'll get back in there in a minute. 10-4.
Sounds good. We'll catch you back in a little bit. Go get your coffee. I'm going to switch back over to the other session from day before yesterday and all that stuff. So I'll switch back over where I was, and we'll see how the two compare against each other. And so here we go. I'm going to switch, and then we'll catch you when you get back from your coffee break. So now I'm on the other one. This one sounds a little thinner, a little bit more hollow and a little bit thinner. The other one sounds a little bit bigger, a little bit fatter, but that's what I hear in my headphones. That may not necessarily be what you hear on your end. Also, this one has a little bit more reverb, I think, which is probably why it sounds a little bit thinner. Anyway, hello to you one more time. 445 Radio Man. I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for just a skosh a bit. Radio station, Motormouth Mall, cruising this thing. One fat watt at a time. Pinto Bean, I heard you up in there too, I did.
Motormouth Mall, 757. Yeah, folks, yeah, the receiver's wide banded and it's line level too, so yeah, definitely do it justice for you. And anytime, no problem, 276.
Oh, my bang.
All right there, Pinto Bean, take care of 7-3s. Hello, D-Rail, I hear you up in there as well. Hey, D-Rail, Motormouth Mall waving. Hope you're having a good day out there on Georgia. Radio station, Motormouth Mall stepping. And I'm going to switch over to my latest session there, D-Rail. I don't know if you got a copy on me. Let me know if you got a grip.
Yeah, I like the other one. Hey, Triple M, I like the other one. This one's more narrow.
Missouri, break.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard in my headphones, too. This one's got a heaviness to it. It's got some more bottom end, a deeper, heavier, thumpy bottom. The other one's got a little bit more of a hollow, narrow kind of a sound. And so anyway, that's what I thought I heard, too, in my headphones. Hey, D-Rail, how you doing? What's going on? You know, earlier today, somebody caught that Bud Runner on Channel 22, and he was asking for a radio check, saying, how does my radio sound? The guy said, well, it sounds like a D-Rail radio. And man, he got mad.
That sounds like a stock tuber.
Yeah, I didn't catch it all, Triple M. That's rough. It's not our turn right now. Colorado got my ears. But yeah, I like your new session better. It sounds better. It's less narrow. You could still probably paint some more reverb or highs to go with it. But like it says.
410. And but by the way, I've got a what did I put in here? Oh, I put a de-esser in here somewhere. That's what I did. I put a de-esser, and I think I've got the de-esser in line. And I think the de-esser is over here, right here somewhere. If I turn off the de-esser, you'll get the highs back up in there a little bit more. That might make a difference around your receiver with the de-esser turned off. Derail, motor mouth maul. I know we ain't got the best of conditions. Motor mouth maul step, and they got down right there. Breaker.
What about more drag? Still got more headroom to bump up some more and carry on 276. You ain't blocking me. You good, my friend. I'm standing by.
Yeah, 10-4. And by the way, tell 276 I said hello. And I got more headroom. I can go up higher on the highs or up in that realm if I needed to, you said. So, all right, good deal. I ain't going to do it right now. Motor mouth maul cruising. One fat watt at a time. I got down right there. Breaker.
Yeah, I like the area you started with, and with the de-esser on, it wasn't causing no problems. One thing I was talking about, like games, like games.
You sound good in here.
Not like particularly too honest. Triple M, I'm standing by.
10-4. I have to work on the gain situation. I also don't know how much more gain I can put into the system. You know, I do know I'm limited there because if I put any more of that, then I've got some other stuff that is threshold dependent. So I can't put the input gain up any higher. So all I can do would be to adjust, various different gain like on a post EQ after the whole fact, somewhere around there is all I can really do. And but I do have, I have room. I've got some fudge factor in there. I've got an EQ that I can throw in line. And, I've got an EQ in the very tail. Oops, that's not an EQ. Anyway, that's an exciter. I got a EQ I can throw in there. So I'll throw it in and see what it does.
Yes, sounds good, man. Crystal clear, nice and full, great sound. If I wasn't to say anything that could be changed, it's conservative.
How's it? Hey, it's got all that stuff.
10-4 on it being conservative, a little bit on the conservative side. All right, good deal. And then I've got the EQ, the final EQ. I can bump up a little bit more mid-range EQ up in there. That'll bring a little bit more of the loudness, into the mix. Oh, derail, motor mouth maul cruising. I got down right there. Break.
It'll start raining again.
Capture that part. It said trying to reconnect. I'm going to stand by, so maybe it won't do it again.
10-4, okay. Yeah, I rolled the mid-range up a little bit more, so we have just a tad bit more of that mid-range peak in there.
I'm back.
So, Ted, keep talking out there, Triple M. I'm going to stand by and read the mail.
10-4. Hey, you say you're going to stand by and read the mail for just a little bit. Hey, derail, motor mouth maul, working the small maul, one fat watt at a time. I'm throwing a little bit more input gain to this thing here. I'll throw just a little bit more input gain up in there. Motor mouth maul, cruising. I got down right there, breaker.
Oh, I forgot to ask, what about the headphones? Does it sound okay now? They're breaking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sound perfect in the headphones, perfect on the speakers, perfect everywhere over here. 100%.
Roger on that. Yeah, just checking in. I know we never got to test that again, and I'm on the 955 here. Triple M, I'm back out.
Or 10, the 955 sounds good, and I can do the YouTube gate is rolling. I can definitely let you know the YouTube gate is rolling, and the playback is right here. Check this out.
Roger on that. Yeah, just checking in. I know we never got to test that again, and I'm on the 955 here. Triple M, I'm back out.
I think you'll like the playback. Hey, Derail, I believe you'll like the playback, the break.
Yeah, to be honest, it sounds narrow and conservative. I could be conservative with where I'm running, but it don't sound conservative on my headphones. You'll see the playback on my video gate, though, later on if you check it out.
10-4, well, it doesn't sound anywhere near, well, it doesn't sound distorted by any means, but man, conservative, I don't know. It sounds clean, and it's bodacious. So it's conservative enough to where the bodaciousness is all there without the grunge. So I like it, and it's bigger and fatter and bolder than, you know, almost anything else out there.
Roger on that. Because we're outside of turn right now, but I'll definitely check it out on the gate later. And I certainly appreciate it, my friend. I got one. I'm trying to see if the line level and all that stuff will flow through this extra device, and then I'll have a way to hook an Ethernet direct for the cell phone as well. They're breaking.
Ah, very cool. Awesome. Yeah, you're gonna have some pretty cool high-tech internet over there. That's for sure. All right, very cool. Well, I tell you what, that's the way to do it. Always striving for excellence. Always striving to do something a little bit better. 1483, by the way. I'm gonna roll this bass peak down here a little bit more toward about 492 hertz, just to see what that does right there. I got down. Great.
Yeah, I've been working with my house that shoots the signal over to a hub home, and the hub home receives its signal from the tower, and it was very RF sensitive, and I point my beam right at it. Like right now, I'm pointed directly at it. I put a triple shielded Cat 8 cable. It's got a full route, a shield, a braided shield, and then the twisted pair is full route too. And I put ferrites and all that stuff, but really grounding it did the trick. I had to run a ground on both ends of the cable they're breaking.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, that's what you got to do when you got a bunch of that RF gremlin kind of stuff running around. you gotta go heavy or go home, you know. You got to go heavy with the grounding. You got to do everything on the top notch of things when you got that kind of thing going on. I'm going to roll some more bass up in here just for fun. I don't know what that does. A little bit heavier on the bottom end. Derail, motor mouth mall cruising. I got down. Great.
Radio.
Yeah, I heard a little change. Not much. Maybe not. You could probably hit it even lower than wherever you grabbed it from, or a different spot. But it still passed it okay, though.
10-4, okay. I'm going to leave it there. It's starting to get a little bit grumbly in the headphones. Just got a little bit. I could probably turn the overall gain back down to make up for that boost. I'm not really trying to use the EQ as a gain stage. I'm using it as a EQ. So I roll a little bit more bass up in there and turn the gain down. I'm going to roll just a little bit more deep bottom up in there, right up in here. This is going to be some deep bottom right there. Man, that's making my jugular vein rattle.
Kid. Yeah, I still was passing that fine, too. It might have robbed some of the energy off the high end, though, so you might have had to put a balance with it, but I don't know if it would be a better change or not, though.
Easy. Yeah, I can certainly run a little bit of attempted some balance up here in the top end, just a little bit right up in here, just a little bit of attempt at the balance right up in here, just to see what that does. Derail, motor mouth mall cruising. I got down right there, break.
Yeah, sounds good. Nothing wrong with it right there. Sounds good. You'll get to see it on the video gate, hear it too. Triple M, sounds good.
410, and then I can show you with and without that EQ. So that's why I was without the EQ right there. That's where I started, and then I added the EQ, and we went over to this right here. That's with the EQ in right there, right now. Motor mouth mall cruising. I got down.
It is robbing from your energy a little bit, so you'd have to use a little more gain, or maybe give another boost at around 2K or something to balance, because it's robbing a little much or it could just be, too many EQs in line or something. It definitely took away from your energy a little bit, your strength.
10-4, yeah, you can certainly do that when you get too many EQs. You get a couple of crossover points, but you can also drop that EQ down up into the mid-range, down up into this range like this right here, and that'll probably bring that boldness back up in the mid-range.
We got on down. Yeah, it's just not bright.
So, Ted, I'm going to start making them mad on me. Hey, Triple M, I know I'm tying up some stations out there, and they can't make no other contacts. I'm going to sit back and read the mail. Triple M, especially when we doing it outside of conditions, because that means I'm plugging a whole lot of ears out there. Hey, Triple M, D-Rail, your friend, and George is back out.
10-4, yeah, we don't want to be plugging up a bunch of ears, and somebody else said it takes away from the brightness. The brightness goes away, so I'll put some brightness up in there too, and so we'll put that back up in there. But yeah, we don't want to do any more of these. This is enough. They're going to be all mad and upset. We don't want that. No poochie lip. Hey, no, one more time. D-Rail, take care of 73s. Your friend out here on the West Side radio station, Motormouth Mall. The West Coast tack job got down.
Yeah, we can't have them getting poochie lip. I'll see ya.
10-4.
Maybe we ought to change that 3-minute key down to a 1-minute key down. I mean, come on.
Hey, you think 1 minute might be better? Hey, 445. Sandman up there in Michigan been trying to get me to do 15-second key downs. What in the heck can you do with 15 seconds? Hey, Radio Man, what can you do with 15 seconds to break?
I hear you warming up, Fireball. Waving there, breaker.
No, you ain't gonna hear him. That's one station you're not gonna hear real good there, break.
Carolina's good now.
I got a message.
Ted, I think he was talking to somebody else here, Fireball. But I hear you warming up. I heard y'all kind of doubling up, too. Fireball, D-Rail, standing on by.
524 in Houston, 804 said, if you roger me, I'll talk to you when the smoke clears. Worldwide 8047.
Hey, Fireball.
I hear you on the plate.
You're kicking us not out right now.
I'm playing it
Fireball.
too, breaker.
Ground wide shit, and I'm like, wow.
Big stations. Put on your radar, 524. I ain't coming back no more this time, 804, so I'll let you go.
Hold on, Jeff. Man, I don't know. When you keyed up, I couldn't hear it no more. That's crazy. Fireball ran white shit, and I'm like, wow.
They tried to back so much they rubbed a hole in their damn T-shirt. By patting yourself on the damn back so much.
Off his microphone, you think that's what made the hole? Well, I heard that.
It was Einstein that told you that.
Hey, what up, Fireball, West Side, 804, Carolina.
Hello out there, panic attack. Hello out there, panic attack. Come on.
Yeah, I think it's 357. I think it goes by 357 Einstein there, breaker.
It's already out there, Fireball.
Fireball, you got to pay more attention from now on.
2021, I'm stepping over in my receiver and 308 coming in right before you.
Yeah, 410. Well, I appreciate the get back. That Keith. Hey, Fireball, I appreciate the get back. Today I'm waving a hand.
Hello, you worldwide hunter.
I tell you who has better sounding up.
Yeah, me too. I'm reading the mail too. I was trying to figure out who's coming back to me. Well, get on out there and start hijacking. Put your big hijacking panties on and get on out there and hijack the band. Wave a hand at a few stations. Why do you folks acting like these? Get on up.
I guess old skyscraper ain't got no conditions on it.
I get my thrills. Let me get up in there one time, see what kind of noise we can make out here in the world of sound. Radio station, Motormouth Mall, cruising this thing. They got down right there, breaker.
How's that Frankenstein?
Hey, Frankenstein, good to hear you up in there. Hey, Frankenstein, I hear you walking and talking out here real good out here on my neck of the woods to break.
It caught on fire.
What'd you do? Go grab a switch back here?
No, I just read a couple of messages and had to type. I had to type a book. I had to type a book to break.
You ain't been out there on the tractor again with...
Boy, it's a train wreck. Fireball, Snake Doctor, Triple M.
Ooh, that's a lot of hammers you got up in there. Hey, Derail, you said Fireball, Triple M, and Snake Doctor all up in your radios right there right now. Holy cow. It's too wet to be on the tractor, Einstein.
Your mic gain sounds fine over here, Snake Doctor.
557's telling you it sounds good right there, Roger.
Yeah, 410 557, you say it sounds good. 8557, Motor Mouth Mall waving right back at you, break.
Hey, Triple M, what'd you do? Go back here and flip a switch on? Triple M, derail, be a nosy breaker.
I got everything on I can put on over here. Dead key in 500 watts, swinging about 2,500 watts-ish, 25, almost 3,000 watts, and I'm over-modulating. Let me turn my audio down just a little bit. We got everything we can throw on here on this frequency. I got a lot of SWR that break.
Raj, on the SWR so rough, I don't know if you was coming back to me. I heard Snake Doctor in there, too. I heard Motor Mouth Mall, if you got a copy. Hello, Snake Doctor 2. D-Rail's reading this mail.
410, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got the conditions. I can't pump up really anything over here. If I do, I think I'm going to be in for some trouble. So I got it all back down. I can pump up, I think, pretty close up on the bowl, or down on the bowl, but I can't pump it up here, break.
Fireball, what are you calling derail for? Hey, Fireball, I got you all up in my radio. Hey, Fireball, come back to 445. I got my video gate rolling and you all up in here. That's all.
Break.
I'm glad he's all up on that video gate. Woo-wee, am I ever glad he's all up in there. I don't want to be in there all by myself.
Now.
Yeah, you said you was checking your mic gain and it sounds just fine. Hey, Snake Doctor, no pain, no strain. I'm out your way.
You guys don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Someone that came today and on top of you, 'cause I got control. Hey, Snake Doctor. Olivia. This is Olivia.
Hey, Fireball, waiting on you. I'm still keyed after Snake Doctor got off. I'm just
445. I just want to know why you calling D-Rail. 445 said you in my radio. Talk your radio at 445. Come on.
Triple M ain't keying at the moment, though. Hey, Fireball, I'm waving to you. I could hear you. And Snake Doctor was on top of my radio. I just slow keyed. I'm standing on by.
Come around audio. Test, 1, 2, test, 1, 2, test, 1, 2.
Yeah, you're about 7S units, Fireball. You're about 7S units on my radio, and I can tell you got it rolled up, but definitely not our turn. Take care, Fireball. I'll catch you later now.
Oh, my. Hello, Fireball, Big John Stud, Carolina's break.
3 holes in our ass.
Bay Wolf, I think that was you. It's real rough, though. It's busy on the channel. Hello, Bay Wolf, I think that was you saying my handle. D-Rail waiting to you.
Me just a little bit more.
East side on top of this mountain. Last time mountain, I lied there. I know it's not 99. I'm out on the mountain. I'm on a big old hill. 445. I'm going to you from
John Stud, Carolina Station, break.
Got it all, Snake Doctor. Snake Doctor, I got it all. You said it all. Sounded good out there, man. I don't know what you got up in there, but you're definitely doing it out there. Around here, I don't know now. Hey, Snake Doctor, 445. Come on!
Good afternoon to you, my bro. You're doing your thing out there. Sound real good. A Fireball out west, so big.
Right there, Snake Doctor. Have a good one out there, man. I got about 2 gates on you out there, maybe 3 gates. Hey, Snake Doctor, have a good one out there. Hey, it's pretty cold back here in Mississippi there, 10th hole.
You still got a hammer down over here, Sneaky Snake. Hey, Sneaky Snake. D-Rail, let you know you got a hammer down over here.
What's going on up there?
I'm here myself, man. Showing up too. Hey, Fireball, my phones are ringing in the Carolinas. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Good copy there, Snake Doctor. Y'all, I'm trying to share the channel, trying not to hog it up too much out there. But you're doing a real good job. Just figured I'd let you know. Snake Doctor, Sneaky Snake, Arizona. D-Rail topside of Georgia, leaning on back.
Hey, Rocket, 445, sounding good, buddy. I got the 3rd video gate of the day going. You're about the 8-minute mark on the 3rd video gate there, Jimbo.
Or I'll call you back if I...
Click, click. Toodaloo, toodaloo.
It's coming in too, right about now. 804, one more time. You ain't gonna get it back. West side can't talk to the east. East side's got to talk to the east. That place been underneath the freaking rug too long. You gotta overload it.
Got it that time, Rocket. Nobody keyed with you. Got it. Rocket, take care.
something anyways. I mean, hell, I give advice out every day. I should be charging for advice, but shit, I don't know. The best advice I can give anybody is don't run your own road. Kelly, Liberty, Missouri, big dog, man. We're one away. You Roger me, bring up.
Maybe I need to put my big voice on. Maybe I need to put my big voice on. Hello, Big John Stud. Hello, Roger. Oh, you Snake Doctor. Maybe if I put my big voice on, maybe somebody will come on in.
Now, how come they can't sound like Deer Slayer? Now, you know what's real funny? And he's a respectable guy, and his audio sounds good. He's not pretentious. He's got big hands.
Hello, Crush. I'm gonna try to squeeze in your radio. Hello, Crush. Well, you're leaving that place. Hello, Deacon. I hear you in there. Hello, Deacon in the wheat fields. Hey, 195, I got that. Hey, no problem. 195, man. You made it right over the top and got it full violins on. So anyway, 195, you take care out there in Cali. I'm sorry, you guys stay dry. We'll talk to you soon. Your friend, Liberty, Missouri. Big dog, we're stepping.
Hey, Big Dog Liberty, I hear you up in there too, I do. Hey, Big Dog Liberty, I hear you up in there as well, making a big bunch of noise around my stack of bricks. Oops. Hey, Big Dog Liberty, Motormouth Mall, cruising break.
Easy right up in there. Chee.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
You come later, man. Showing up wheel. Hey, Fireball, you take them easy. Take care of Big John Stand in the Carolinas.
But I can go over to my receiver. It's got no coaxial to it. I'm running around with it here. That's strong over here.
Now we're going to get in there and move the electrons around a little bit. We're going to move the electrons around just a little bit more right here and see what we can do out there in the world of sound with just a little bit more of these electrons. We're going to move just a little bit more of these electrons up in there just for fun. Motormouth Mall cruising. They got all the way down, Breaker. Hey, Big Dog Liberty. Hey, Big Dog Liberty, you rocking and rolling up in there in fine style? Hey, Big Dog Liberty, if you got any kind of a sloppy copy. Motormouth Mall working a small mall. One fat watt at a time. That's what he used to hammer down. In the wonderful, wonderful world of sound. Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down.
You know I like a little Merle Henry. Johnny Cash, you know. All the good
I may have to put the antenna up there a little bit more around Missouri. I may have to point the antenna a little bit more around Missouri, but I was going to try to get up into Big Dog Liberty's radio up there on Liberty, Missouri. But I may not be able to get up there on Liberty, Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down break.
Am I better on you, or am I worse? Hey, Snake Doctor, 445, did I move my...
Had the radio setting on 10 watts. Anyway, I got it back straight now, Fireball. Sorry about that. Yeah, you broadcast from...
Thank you, Snake Doctor. Appreciate the radio check, Snake Doctor.
Hey, 445, you got that radio working over here? Hey, 445, you got that radio working big time over here. Tell Snake Doctor I said hello out there, 445. Radio man, radio station, Motor Mouth Mall, cruising this thing. One fat watt at a time. I got down right there, breaker.
At that Motor Mouth Mall, you should I got better over there and passed the 5 to Snake Doctor that you waved at him. Hey, Snake Doctor, I hope you got that 5 for Motor Mouth. And I appreciate the radio check, Motor Mouth from you, Tiffo.
You're very welcome. Hey, radio man, 445, you're very welcome. You smoking. And appreciate the bump down. Appreciate the stuff you do out here in the world of sound. And tell Snake Doctor hello and good day to him. Motor Mouth Mall working this thing. I put a little bit more reverb up in there. We'll see what that does. Motor Mouth Mall got down break.
Jackrabbit, Southwest Oklahoma.
Hello out there, radio, Mellow Yellow, Central Texas. We'll wave a hand out there, standing by.
Hello, Mellow Yellow around Central Texas. While you smoking up in here, no doubt about that. Hey, Mellow Yellow. Radio station, Motor Mouth Mall, trying to roll up around your stack of bricks and break.
Just wonder. Top of the evening time to you, Dummy Load, Dallas, Texas, right back.
We know that.
Man, Dummy Load. You come rolling up in there with a hammer, too.
I will say that my dearly departed grandmother, she always said, you know what? Is success. Oh boy. I'm going to turn that one down. The best revenge is success. And also, the best gift one man can give another man is an honest opinion of how they view them. I believe you put it out there. How do you view it? I gotta go down and answer this phone. I'll see you.
That was a phone over there. That was a phone. All right. We'll catch you later on. You go get your phone. Motor Mouth Mall working the small mall. Right here. Right now I got down.
Man, I tell you what, I also need to let you know that 542, you came over the top and just ripped Fireball's face off. Now, I think it was the funniest shit that he said he was going to be the king of California, and one of the first persons I hear just came and wiped his lips off.
That happens. You never get out and boast about how big and bad you're going to be. Because there's always another bigger fish in the sea.
You better watch out. One of my balls out here.
Yeah, 10 Roger, man. Conditions are kind of wacky.
You came over the top of that pile and just
yeah.
You got Motor Mouth Mall out here. You better watch out. You get a fireball whooping.
Into the madness. Dallas, Texas, I'm listening.
Hey, Dummy Load. Hey, Dummy Load. It's crazy from time to time. Good to hear you. Where's all the music coming from? My neighbors. Hey! Thank you. The neighbors are at it again, man. They got the music cranked up. Man.
He likes the Yankee people. This fireball's gonna wipe his ass. Why are you wiping your ass? Is it dirty?
And the only reason why Motor Mouth Mall would associate with derails is because they're rubbing parts together.
Goddamn, what a mess out here.
Somebody out there got a problem? Hey, the good sounding station. You got a problem out there, Break?
On you. Little red truck, sounding good.
There was a good sounding station out there, and I think it sounds like he's got a problem. I don't know what his problem is, but apparently he's got a problem.
Hey, 633, top of the evening to you. 633.
Hey, don't get back out there around Arizona, 003, cruising uptown, Illinois, got down. Jack is on the mail. Jack, check. We see you. Get in that time back. Roger, plug. Nothing but the plug. Hey, buzzer, nothing but the plug.
Hey, Spark Plug, you put a hammer down out here in fine style, ain't no doubt about that. Nothing but the plug. Hey, Spark Plug, around the big horn, if you got a grip, motor mouth, small waving and stepping, they got down break. Dr. Crooked Foot. Hey, Dr. Crooked Foot, I got you all up in there too. You making a lot of noise and sounding real good this morning? Or this afternoon? Hey, Dr. Crooked Foot, motor mouth, small waving break.
I'm not going to stay. I got a bowl of ice cream and a
I gotta say, a bowl of ice cream sounds real good. Hey, Dr. Crooked Foot, a bowl of ice cream sounds real good right about now. Hello, Dr. Crooked Foot. Take care. Proceed to bump down. You got that thing working out here in the world of sound. That's for doggone real. Dr. Crooked Foot, motor mouth, mall cruising. They got down. Break.
See if he can wave his head around the northwest corner. Hello.
I'm working this 955 right there. I'm working this striker 955 this evening time.
Hello, Show and Go. Hello, Show and Go around Indiana. I got you up in there as well. Show and Go. If you got any kind of a sloppy copy, motor mouth, mall stepping right there. Break. Hey, Show and Go, do me a favor and tell Buzzard I said hello. Hey, Show and Go, do me a big old favor and tell Buzzard I said hello around the northwest corner, up around Oregon somewhere. Motor mouth mall cruising, and Mother Nature's moving and grooving, and so am I.
The number of
John Boy Hammer, you got that DVI, and then you got that audio bucket, I think's what you said. Hey, Headwhooper, you got a heck of a combination. I'll see you now. Bye-bye.
Hey, tell Headwhipper Sr. I said hello. It's been a little while since I put the speaker spoke on him. Hey, D-Rail, tell Headwhipper Sr. I said howdy. I got down break.
I hear you on the old school salt bucket. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's working. It's smoking. It's grounding. It's reflecting. I guess I'll take care of D-Rail, let you know you got them all down. I'll see you now quickly.
He used to call himself Donald Trump.
All right, I'm going to get my knees up in the breeze and say 73s. The motor mouth mall, West Coast undermodulated beast dropping his hammer from time to time. They got down right there, breaker. Hey, you made the trip a little bit there. You're on top. Not by a lot, but you're on top. And that's all that counts. Hey, D-Rail, you made the trip. Motor mouth mall, cruising, looking across to Georgia. Break.
The number one nigger and then the number one Negro, a.k.a. Donald Trump.
Hey, you gotta come here and get something to eat. Now, we're gonna have you something to eat. Get some handball trouble around the Palm Beaches going to the dinner table. I'll see you.
Real good coffee, 129. Your head whoopers taking a pause for the calls. You ain't kidding, but you got that mobile of smoking. Hey, 129, appreciate the holler back. D-Rail is rocking this mail.
Yeah, sure, right, Rubber Hose. I appreciate you letting me know that, big brother. Hey, Rubber Hose. I appreciate you letting me know that.
So 10, a 129, head whooper was telling me about that outside antenna he hooked you up with. And it's working good, too. Take care of 129 and head whooper, I'm reading this mail.
Yeah, them, country breaker. Hey, 7-3. You got condition over here, they smoking here. Hello, 7-3. You got condition, they smoking here. 7-3. These smoking here.
Right there, maybe more than that, like a brotherhood. We all look out for one another. Y'all take care of 129. D-Rail, topsided George is back listening now to Louis. Be careful out there, Mobile and around. I'll see you now, click.
Hoochie mamas. All them hoochie mamas with them baby kids gonna be after you. They're gonna be after them foods now.
Now, we run by you. We get conditions are in real bad shape right now. What are you talking about?
Well, hey, Snake Doctor, 445 waving at you, buddy. Hey, Snake Doctor, if I can get up in your radio just one more time. Hey, Snake Doctor, 445, what's up?
Snake Doctor, man.
You still got that mall down out there, a 445 radio man. You still got that mall down out there, break.
Hey, man, I'm just gonna cruise this little thing on the bottom end.
All right. Out there, Motor Mouth Ma said still got the hammer down out there in your radio. That's very cool. I appreciate the info out there. Hey, Motor Mouth Ma, sounding good in Mississippi.
410. Yeah, I was going to get out of here and do some work in the shop a little bit there. It's already, almost 4:30. So I don't want to stay out here too much longer. But had a bit of fun. That was kind of cool. And anyway, that's the way it goes. A 445 Radio Man, your West Coast undermodulated beast. This last change I made here was just adding some distortion back in. Yeah, I actually added some distortion. We'll see how that sounds. 445 Radio Man, Motor Mouth Mall, cruising. I got down great.
And get these things posted. Motor Mouth Mall, have a good Tuesday evening in California.
410, and you have a good Tuesday evening out there on the Mississippi. Hey, take care of 73s. We'll look for those and catch you another time, another way. 445 Radio Man, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small mall. Got down right there, breaker.
More me too, always.
Yeah, that ground thing's working in Mississippi, 445 waving at you.
Being back.
All them big guns out there. Can't get away
Ew.
Go for it, man. Get here from you. 747 Texas, waving at Leo, Texas wave your way.
Yep, Fireball, we do.
Nah, brother, no problem, man. Yeah, it's working. It's just rough and tough out here, man. Man, it's rough and tough.
My son brought me some dang go-karts.